Hey, you! I'm your nutrition coach. My name is Jackie Poole. Welcome to Happiness is a Healthier Habit. Let's get today's episode started. Before we get started today, the next few episodes are going to be geared to highlighting some of these exceptional individuals that are going to be attending and vendors in the Keep Austin Balanced events that I will be joining, and we're going to all be collaborating on November 14th. If you haven't signed up, the link will be in the show notes, but I'm so excited to dive and have some conversations and just talk about this event, because in a world where it is crazy, we're in the season, end of the year, this is a time to give to yourself, nurture yourself with individuals that have so much value and are on a mission to talk and speak everything health and wellness. So join us on this quick interview. All right, Niki, welcome to Happiness is a Healthier Habit. It's so nice to meet you. We've actually not met before, but we've joined forces to do this massive wellness collective event in Austin, November 14th. So I'm so excited to stop by your booth and see what you got going on. But for those of you who don't know you, what is it that you want people to know about you and your Pilates studio?
Mostly just that I was introduced to Pilates some time ago just because I've been in a lot of car accidents. I grew up in Austin. I lived here my whole life. So I'm a native Austinite here. And I like I said, I've been in several car accidents. I was an athlete most of my life, and I've had some back injuries and things like that that have sort of slowed me down in the past. And so I was in a physical therapy session, and one of the therapists that I had recommended I start doing Pilates. He was like, if you've got any kind of, I have two herniated discs and things like that. And he said, if you're looking to just sort of strengthen up your back and stuff like that, I really recommend this one lady, out in Round Rock, go do some personalized Pilates, work with her. And I had never done reformer Pilates at the time. I had done some mat Pilates classes here and there. Like I said, I was an athlete, so I've definitely been introduced to it in that, vein, I guess. But yeah, I just really got introduced to doing private Pilates sessions with this one woman in Round Rock, and her name is Nicole Ragland. She was awesome. She has a studio up there. And ever since then, I was practicing with her. We were doing sessions once a week. I'd done this for 2 to 3 years. And I started, she was offering a training for mentorship through Polestar Pilates. And she was like, do you think you'd ever want to start teaching? I said, I've been a teacher before, I've been a coach before, I've done this type of work. So it kind of seemed to fit with my just kind of background and love of all things fitness. So I said, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I went through the program. I took a year-long program through Polestar Pilates to do my comprehensive certification, and really enjoyed it. And it made a huge difference in my life. And I think that's just something I'm looking to share. I liked that was able to do it one-on-one, because like I've gone to classes before. Like I said, I mentioned I'd gone to like mat classes and group classes, and they're great. They have their place, for sure. But I really think that if you're new to Pilates, I really do recommend people doing one-on-one sessions for at least a period of time before they jump into a big group class. And so that's what my studio is in Westlake. I own a small studio, private one-on-one session studio, called Bene Pilates in Westlake. It's right off of Bee Cave Road, past Walsh Charlton.
Okay.
And I love it. And I've had people, I have a few older clients who, they're very active still in their senior years. I have a gentleman who's been a runner and a swimmer. I have a guy who's a skateboarder, 54-year-old, still skateboards every day. And he's had some back injuries.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he comes in and he really loves Pilates and what it's done for his body. And I just really, I enjoy what I do. So I keep it going, and I love those one-on-one sessions. You really get to know people in there and connect with them and just really get to know their body and be able to fulfill what it is they're looking for. So a little bit about me. Yeah.
No, I love to hear that. It sounds like it's for everyone, old,
Yeah,
young, injured, not injured. I
absolutely.
definitely am aware of the herniated disc. So my husband actually had a fusion surgery not too long ago because his herniated disc just gave out. So that is something that it definitely impeded him in working out or even strength training, even as little as he could do. He couldn't do it. So this is something
Yeah.
that is feasible for people to start and get started with.
Post surgery, we see a lot of folks post knee surgery, a lot of folks post back surgery. People who are maybe like trying to avoid surgery will come sometimes, and so I think it is for everybody. I've always kind of preached that Pilates should be like it should be something that is just put into a daily routine. If you already are a fitness type of person, throw it in there somewhere. Yeah, I think Pilates definitely has gotten kind of a trendy. It's definitely trending upwards, and I see a lot of these trending posts online of girls doing these crazy things on reformers, and they're very fit. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's more, there's more sides to it than that. You know what I mean? It's definitely multifaceted. I think it is for everybody. I see a lot of older people doing Pilates, but you don't see them posting,
No, it's funny you say that because I recently came to the term Pilates princess. So
mm-hmm,
you think of like the young, 25-year-old college students that are doing the classes. So
it definitely has, I feel like, taken on like the new yoga, like when yoga was kind of trending, like when it was kind of new to, I think, Western side here, right? Like it was very new to folks, and people were just like, oh, I just go to my yoga class. And people often compare, I think, Pilates to that, and it's like they share similar things, but they definitely are not the same. And I love that. I feel like Pilates just adds a little bit of strength training and it's like gentle movement. It's a lot of mobility. And I just really think that that's what, especially as folks get older, that they really benefit from it. So I do work with the older clients, and I love them. They're great. And they really enjoy what they do. I definitely work with a few younger folks too, but the older folks seem to be a little bit more committed to their health as they start to age, because they're a little more aware that they cannot do everything that they used to.
yes.
So to me, I think that's really where I like to kind of shine a light on the fact that Pilates is not just for those young Pilates princesses.
Now, we're in the health space and I'm very big in like small habits and things to do daily. What is something that you do on your own wellness routine that you do for, day on in and out?
I think walking, I do a lot of walking. I try to fit at least a good 30-minute walk in every day. I think like if you can't get to the gym, or you are busy and you don't, maybe you don't want to invest in a home gym, or you don't want to do these, major commitment things. I think if you can squeeze a 30-minute walk in every day, that isn't a ton of time. Usually you can get in about a mile, maybe a mile and a half, depending on your pace, obviously. But I think that that's a great little habit to kind of start. Like it takes nothing, no effort, right? Throw on your shoes, walk outside, or go,
Yes.
if you do have a gym membership, get to a treadmill, right? Like you don't have to use the heavy weights, but just like get moving, I think is really important. I think that's kind of the first thing I tell people. I'm like, just find something that's easy, that's manageable, and create the habit, right? And then try to do it every day. So on the days that I'm busy, and if I can't get my whole Pilates practice in, I can maybe do 10 minutes of something. That's fine, but I will always try to get that 30-minute walk in no matter what, even if I've done absolutely nothing else that day, which is pretty rare for me, because I do also try to get in at least a good 10 to 20 minutes of some sort of Pilates practice in, or at least a good stretch session. We're older. I'm 40 years old, so it's like we got to work out. We got to keep our, you know.
Definitely, definitely. At least for me, it's more mentally like if I don't make it to the gym, it's like I need that me time. So
Everybody does. Do you have kids, Jackie?
yes, so I have three boys, 10, 7, and 5. So they're
Okay.
still on the younger side. They're
Yeah.
needing mom sometimes and they're independent in some ways, but I'm
Exactly.
still pretty much hands-on most of the time.
I have two boys and I have a stepson, so three boys, and they're high school, middle school, and then I've got a 6-year-old. So yeah, they're
Yeah.
all kinds of ages, and yeah, you've got to keep up with them. I think it's so important that we try to, you know, be able to stay, stay up to our physical level, especially as our kids get older. Like, you don't want to be the one that's just sitting around at the parties. I want to be up playing the games and doing
Yes,
things.
running, soccer, tag. Yeah, we're all doing all the things right now. So
That's, that's the best right there.
now let me switch gears right now because I want to put some emphasis on the event.
Yeah.
What made you feel really excited to join, or how did you hear from the event to join, or who told you about the event?
I just went looking. I'm a curious person. I like my studio in Westlake, I would say, is relatively new. We opened up just at the beginning of this year. I
Okay.
did just kind of a small open house event for my kind of neighbors in the area, in the little Westlake area that I'm in. I definitely held just like a little open house for people to come by, come see the studio, and just kind of know that it's available to them if ever needed. Um, and it was nice, and I just kind of was like, I want to do more of that type of stuff. I really just want to kind of get the word out there, and just also like meet people. And I'm from South Austin. I grew up in South Austin, so when I saw that this event was being hosted in South Austin, I was like, these are my people. Like, this is where I want to be. I really also just So I just kind of like looked online, and I was just kind of looking for events happening in the next couple of months that I could honestly just attend. I wasn't even looking really to be a vendor, but I was just looking to attend something where people are in that health and wellness space and just kind of network and meet people in that space. So when I saw that there was just like a vendor sign up, and I saw that it was very, in my opinion, affordable to be a vendor for this event, I thought that was a great opportunity to sort of just meet people in this space, and obviously be able to kind of showcase what I have to offer. And it just seemed like a good fit, and the timing seemed fine. Like, I wasn't overly swamped yet with anything. So I was just like, this event is in 3 to 4 weeks. I think I can manage that. I'm pretty good about putting together event kind of on the fly. I don't like to do that. Definitely something I can do. My previous lives, I feel like I've held about 100 jobs in my life, because I've been a teacher.
Wear all the hats.
Yes, I've been a teacher, a marketer, a video production person, a media production person. Like, I've done all the things. So I have a good mindset of like how these things kind of come together. And one of my favorite jobs was kind of being like an on-site marketer, where I kind of just got to go to a lot of these events. And I did this for Costco actually back in the
Oh,
day.
wow.
So I really loved going to these types of events and just like promoting Costco, because I still love Costco.
Who doesn't?
Really, and it's what I'm saying, like, it's very easy to promote something you're very passionate about. And I was at the time very passionate about Costco, because it was a great job for me at the time, and it like offered a really good lifestyle for me, and I just loved that their products were a certain way. And so I got really excited about it. And so this was something I'm obviously very excited about what I do now. And so I just see myself being able to do something like that. And yeah, I saw the event and I saw the sign up and everything, I was like, oh, what a great spot. I loved the name, the Hormone Health
Collective.
Collective. Yeah, the Hormone Collective. I just thought that was great. I mean, I think that also spoke to me, because as a woman in her 40s, I'm just getting thrown all of these like hormones just like being thrown around at me, like hormone therapy, hormone replacement, this and that. And I'm just like, so I think that name stuck out for sure. And then I liked the Keep Austin Balanced. I thought that was a great name for the event. I think it really does align with how I feel as well. There's nothing more important in life than being balanced. And I love the little play on Keep Austin Weird, like I said, because I'm from Austin. I love to keep Austin weird. I don't think it's as weird as it used to be, unfortunately. But
I know this weekend a lot of things were going on downtown, so I've seen. I keep up with it, even though I'm not there anymore.
where are you at these days?
I'm in Katy, so I moved a couple of hours
Yeah, you're out
away.
in Houston. Yeah.
But I loved it. I lived there for 3 years in
Okay.
Kyle. And so I met Alma there, Jocelyn there, Brooke there, Chris there. So I've met them. So it's been nice meeting people that feel the same way and really want to take care of people and have the same purpose and mission for health.
Absolutely. I love that. And I love that you're still so involved, like, so how long ago did you move to Katy?
Oh, not too long. I think the end of May.
Okay.
End of May. So same with you. She's like, I'm hosting this event. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can make it. And it's right before the holidays. So it's perfect because after There's no
we're
way.
all swamped, right? Like we've all got families. I have a big family. I'm Mexican and Italian. Like we have big family events happening during the holidays, so it's like there's a lot going on. But it is a great time, I think, to do it. And I think it's a good time to get people sort of focused as well because, we always see in this space, right? Like we see a lot of people get pushed into the health and wellness, like come New Year, right? Everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna go do all
Yeah.
this stuff. New Year's like our busiest time, right? Like we see everybody coming to us like, this is the year, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, yes, I hope so. Let's get to it. But I think it's really great that we're kind of starting right before that holiday rush a little bit because it's like, why wait? Like
Why
get
wait?
started now, like who says you have to wait till the new year? Like, yes, we're all gonna be with family. Yes, we're probably gonna overstep ourselves a little bit at the holidays, but there's no reason why you can't keep that kind of starting the habit at least before the new year. You have a more, I think, higher success rate if you just give it a little chance before the new year, because come new year, people think they have to just like cold turkey this and cold,
Oh
can't.
yeah.
And it's like, why don't restrict yourself? Like learn how to live with it, So if you can find that healthy balance during the holidays, you will 100% be successful throughout the year. So
No, definitely. I always say if you can do it in this time of year when people
oh,
feel like it's the hardest, you can do it for the rest of the year and come back again.
you won, right? Like it's the way it goes. So yeah, I think it's a good time for sure. That's awesome.
I love that. Anything else that you'd like to share with your community before the event?
Not the only thing really is just, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of folks, I think, at this event. I probably will hopefully see some people I know because I'm from that area. I have family in Kyle, so I'm hoping they'll come out and support for a little bit and at least show up to the event. Um, but no, I don't really have a whole lot to share other than it was just really great to chat with you and, get to know you. And I'm looking forward to getting to know a lot of folks in this in this little hormone collective. I like that. I think that's great. Did Alma actually, is she kind of like the starter of all of that?
I want to say yes,
Okay.
but I could be wrong. But she's always in the forefront of creating these, and she's done these before. I think this one looks like it's definitely the biggest one yet, and
Okay.
so I'm really excited to see all the other vendors that are going to be there and be part of this community.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person for
Yeah,
sure.
same.
Else and I love that you were kind of you took the initiative on just like kind of getting this all set up like for the interviews because I saw in our last little meeting or whatever about it and I'm just like this is cool. Like I'm excited to get to meet people and get to talk to them and just kind of see what they've got going on. I'll have to interview you at some other time when you have got us some more time. But looking forward to conversing with you some more and seeing you at the event. I don't have a whole lot to share. I think I'm pretty long-winded, so I think a lot of my responses are pretty.
No, this was good. This was good.
But yeah,
No, this was great.
thanks. I appreciate it. Well,
So.
thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Nikki. So I will try to drop these out. I just stopped recording, but I will try to. Usually, my podcast episodes drop on Tuesdays, but once I have like the little video kind of cropped or recorded or whatever, I'll send you the link to the episode and the video, and then
Okay.
you can just post them wherever.
I would love that. I was just about to say, I hope you share this with me so that, yeah, I can definitely do some cross promotion for you as well and tag you in things. So looking forward to that. Do you happen to know, like, would you be able to give me raw footage by chance too? And then
Yeah. So I just kind of get it from the Google Meet, right? So as soon as it sometimes takes a minute, so it sometimes gives it to me right away. If it's longer, it can take up to like 24 hours. But I should be able to get it to you by tomorrow for sure. And I should be able to put the podcast by tomorrow. And I'll just give you the link. And you can just promote whenever you want. I don't mind that at all.
And how long have you been doing your podcast?
So I've been doing it about a year, and I've interviewed people that reach out to me, and I've had doctors, skin entrepreneurs, like all kinds of individuals that kind of find my podcast, and I just kind of do it. For me, it's more lifestyle than anything. Like, what do I feel like talking today? What is in my heart? What am I struggling with? What I see, some of my clients dealing with. And I
Yeah.
just kind of go off that. And so I drop them every Tuesday basically, and they're short. It's just me talking for the most part.
How long
So
would you say they typically are? Like anywhere from 10
uh,
minutes?
they last for maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Usually when I do interviews with people that sign up, they're like an hour because they kind of want to talk more about, whatever their topic is or whatnot. But I try to keep them short,
Yeah.
and then because attention span and things like
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
I'm very inspired by that. I was like, because it's something I've always wanted. I mean, I used to produce podcasts for like companies and stuff, and I'm just like, why don't I just do one myself? I don't know why I don't do this, but
For real, you have a lot of names behind you, so you definitely could. It's
yeah,
definitely time consuming when you have to record and edit
yeah.
and do all the things. So it's like me doing everything, and I'm also a nutrition coach, and I homeschool my kiddos, so I kind of have to like.
Wow, that's inspiring. It's something because homeschooling is something I'm looking to possibly do with my 6-year-old because he's on the spectrum, and like I've just really wanted to like I've looked into it, and it's something it is a lot of time for sure, but I just love that you have fit all those things in. You're super organized. That's great.
Some days feel more, but yes, everything is on the schedule for sure.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I'm really glad. I'm happy to hear that. Thanks for being a part of my day today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Nikki. I'll see you at the event.
I'll see you at the event, Jackie. Thanks.
Bye.